It is a universal phenomenon that the socio-economic progress of a state is significantly dependent upon the performance of its energy sector, because the energy sector drives the engine of growth and development in agricultural, industrial, and defense sector, in addition to impacting the domestic users. In Pakistan, the increasing gap between the demand for and supply of energy has brought economic progress to a standstill. A number of industries have been closed due to this increasing gap, which is expected to grow even further. Despite huge indigenous potential and its geographical significance as a potential energy corridor between Middle East and Central Asia, Pakistan's energy sector fails to secure its energy needs. This was the context when I decided to make it as a mission of my life to research some alternative fuels and ways to reduce carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas emissions. Let me share 3 of my successful research projects as a student in pursuit of this mission. As my first successful research project, I introduced waste tissue paper as an alternative source of bioethanol, which is biofuel. Tissue papers are one of the products that we use every day, largely without thinking, to wipe the bottoms, blow noses, remove makeup in restaurants and mop up the spills. Also, I was inspired to work on ethanol because it has great economic importance, especially as an environmental friendly fuel. However, traditionally it was produced by the fermentation of glucose derived from the agricultural feedstock. Therefore, its production could intensify the world food crisis. But in my case, I decided to look for an alternative ethanol source and successfully used the cellulosic substances from the waste tissue paper as my raw material. My experiments were very successful as I extracted 100 ml of bioethanol from 1 kilogram of the waste tissue papers, which has 95% of purity level and generates 80 to 90% of less carbon dioxide gas emissions as compared to the commercial fuel. As the combustion of this bioethanol is clean, so that we can potentially lose the chimneys and the flue and keep the heat inside the room. That's what makes burning of the bioethanol fuel so efficient and effective. It can also be blended with the other petroleum product to make it a sustainable fuel for the future. My research has already been published in International Research Journal of Environmental Science. In my second successful research project, I have produced biodiesel from Camelina sativa plant seed oil. Camelina sativa is a plant that has a very short growth life cycle, greater resistance to drought and low temperature, and has a capacity to grow in the marginal soils like deserts. Followed by my month-long fellowship visit in USA, I brought the seeds of Camelina sativa in Pakistan and cultivated them in semi-controlled and normal temperatures of desert areas. It took me 1 year of continuing experiments to successfully produce high quality of biodiesel from this plant species. In addition, I have also identified the genes responsible for the biofuel production through the detailed genomic characterization of the plant and conducting some DNA fingerprinting to further evaluate the genetic information in its cells. This will be very helpful to further improve its yields and strength against drought. As Camelina sativa belongs to the Brassicaceae family, so I have added 3 more Asian species of the Brassicaceae family into my research to scale the impact more quickly. This project would also have a very strong potential impact on efforts to combat extreme poverty in the regions that are affected by the severe drought conditions in Pakistan, especially the third desert, and having similar conditions in the other countries like in Africa. Moreover, biodiesel produced from Camelina sativa has an octane number very close to the commercial diesel, with a very fewer emissions of harmful gases. It has also the potential to replace conventional petroleum products in transportation sector. Besides that, Camelina sativa is not a feedstock and can be grown in a desert which already have no feedstock at all. So it will not create any food crisis all over the world. I'm very confident about the impact of this project because following the success of my research project, I received mainstream media recognition and top-level leadership of Pakistan called me to ensure their complete support for my work. I am currently working on the publication of this project. My third project that I would like to share is a group work. I worked with the company Sustrans to conduct feasibility research to set up a micro freight consolidation center in Bristol city. The research was much needed because air quality in Bristol has become an area of public concern with the high levels of nitrous oxide and particulate matter emissions regularly exceeding the legal air pollution levels. This is also causing 200 premature deaths every year, as per the numbers given by Bristol City Council 2014. Therefore, it is vital to develop innovative strategies to reduce the most harmful NOxes and PM emissions. And my research revealed that microfreight consolidation scheme can potentially reduce the number of the delivery vehicles on the roads by consolidating deliveries and then using the low emissions mode of transport to carry out the last mile of the journey further. Thus, it can help to reduce pollution and congestion within the urban areas of Bristol. Moreover, company Sustrans will take the findings of my research further to influence the policymakers and practically implement this project in Bristol very soon. I am a passionate environmentalist and have a firm belief that my work will make a significant contribution to our sustainable future. The success that I have achieved by introducing novel mechanisms to produce green fuel will reduce the carbon dioxide emissions, combat the energy crisis, poverty, hunger and droughts is recognized through many international awards and accolades, including Queen's Young Leaders Award, which was presented by Her Majesty, the Queen Elizabeth II in June 2016 at Buckingham Palace, London. This year, I'm looking forward to get the Green Gown Award because it would go a long way towards achieving my goals and inspire the other young generation, especially the women of Pakistan, to join my efforts for the sustainable future ahead.